Today, I have this backsplash, and then another one, 2 apartments that way. So the other backsplash is double this height and a little bit longer. It's about 2 feet longer than this, but it's the same exact tile. So I'll be using a 511 impregnator sealer. And I also need to put 4round around the corners of these shelves because that's bugging the heck out of me. It'll look much better when there's 4round there. So I think my best bet would be to grab it's a nice day out. I'm gonna leave that door open. Plus the impregnator supposedly has VOCs, which I'm pretty sure VOCs were basically banned, at least to a certain point. So whatever they're selling, it can't be too bad. I didn't go out of state to buy it. I got it at Home Depot. So normally Home Depot don't carry anything that's too caustic in the VOC department. But I don't want to tell you guys that and have one of you guys get hurt. So I ought to just say, use at your own discretion. I think I'm going to take the safe route here and use a brush to install this, if I can find one. If I can find a brush, right? I don't know. Do I have enough of them? Let's see. This looks... There we go. I always knew I'd find a reason for this. You know what? I just love it. You know, I really had my shit together. Because I came up here with the whole damn kingdom. No, I'm serious though. It took us 8 loads, 2 vehicles with trailers and the vehicles loaded. It was a lot. And I mean loaded. 20-foot trailers with 4-foot rails that I built. Plus the truck was loaded, plus the SUV was loaded, plus a 12-foot closed-in trailer that she was hauling. Yeah, I had to bring my other trailer, my boat, four-wheeler, over 300 grand worth of material and equipment. So, either way, we're ready. 511, and what I meant there is like anytime I need something, I usually have it, and the stores up here don't, because I'm kind of... Gosh, I'm like out in the boonies in a little bit. How's it going? Dude, your name, that's an awesome name. How are you? Hit that subscribe button. So right now, we're using 511 Pregnator sealer, right? So they say, oh, don't get this on, this and that. You know what? It's water-based. As soon as you put water on it, it'll activate it and wipe it right off. You know, the only thing is that they're saying, like, if you have live edge stone and it's porous and you don't want it on the stone, just don't put it on it. But it's not going to hurt anything. Wow, that ain't been used in a while. So, anyway, we're just going to paint it on, guys. Now, this top up here, that's a different style. That's already got sealer in it. And we're not trying to... what do I say? We're not trying to soak it as much as we're just trying to get it on the joints. Everybody like and subscribe, please. I ought to just wipe it all the way on. full coverage. Wow, that is caustic. All right, that's gross. How's it going? Make sure you like and subscribe, please. Yeah, definitely. We're definitely using some fans here today. That's yucky. I'll blow this one towards us. So I'm taking that VOC out and I'm pushing it, the good stuff in. How's everybody doing? How's it going, Ramen? So this tile that I am stealing, it already, you the boss. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. So definitely you're gonna use ventilation. I said I wouldn't, but I definitely am. As a matter of fact, let's go open that rear door. Sorry about that. So this right here is the sealer. I'm using 511 Pregnator. It's actually a really good product. See, I've got my fans going though. You want to make sure I got another fan, and I have the rear door open and my front door is open. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. So I have this triangle brush. I bought it with an oval brush a few years ago. They're really good for painting. Circle brushes are really good for painting balusters, like on stair rails. So I like this point because I can get up into this corner nice, you know. Really put it where I need to put it. So once we're done with this, we have to go around the house and seal all the gaps and cracks. Oh no, I gotta put the 4round on first. So we're gonna do some carpentry after this. So there it is. Now I'll get my rag wet. Okay, so my rag's, it's not leaking, right? But it's nice and wet. I'm just gonna face flush. I'm not trying to dig into the grout. I'm just trying to touch the outer face of my tile, and I'm just wiping off that sealer. And then I'm just gonna leave it. But this tile is sealed off really well, and it's polished really well. So it's like glass, right? So it's basically, this is real stone. Sorry. Anytime you got like granite, this is granite, this is granite, this is Corian. It's a plastic version, but very expensive still, but not as expensive as the real black granite. These are black granite, and what they do is they're so polished that they won't even allow the substrate inside of them. So basically, the only time you really got to worry about staining your tile, and even then, sometimes people want it because it's less slippery and it stops moisture getting into their stone. So it's still really a good thing. I don't want my finish to look different, so I just made sure that I'm in my grout really well, but then I lightly brush it over all of the tiles so that when you look at it, I don't want a little piece of this to be dull and a little to be shiny. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I did a test spot over there and it didn't show any difference in shininess, but I'm just doing, you know what I mean? You wanna be formal. Try to be formal with all of your applications. So this is nice and flat. And this is a newer sponge, so I'm not leaking little bits of lint in there. I can feel the resistance where that sealer has dried a little bit. So I'm gonna get it wet one more time. I'm gonna take my hose over a bucket and get it wet. Okay, so I'm wet again. I'm not to the point where I'm dripping, but I'm nice and moist. Okay. All right, so also I want to be really careful. I want to clean. So you see, I also installed this here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe because I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Basically, I'm doing a live renovation so that you guys can see the raw, uncut trials and tribulations. How is the remodel coming? Yeah, it's doing good, Rob. It's doing real well. Like, I'm to the point now where I'm finally finishing all my tile. I did 3 backsplashes all at once. I did my house in my bathroom, and then I also did this where I added this nice PVC border. It's kind of like it's got like a Celtic, you know, it's nice, right? Colonial style, right? Whatever. And then, so that's going to stop the moisture. And the reason why I added that first was because I know for a fact every time we do dishes, water gets over here. Well, I didn't want water to saturate into my grout, so I gave this a protective barrier first. This is plastic, it'll never rot. This is plastic, it'll never rot. And what I'll do is I've already put glue. This is glued in on the bottom and the 2 back strips here. And I also grouted this in here too. Anyway, so these have been drying for 3 days. These backsplashes have been drying for 3 days with fans. I usually put a fan here, fan in the corner, and a fan there. And then obviously the bathroom will have a fan. Excuse me. So this is my beat up old paint. I got a bunch of these, but anyway, I do want to cover this because I don't want to get anything on here. So take my drop cloth that always falls down. Throw this drop cloth up here. Perfect. Look at that. So we got our wet sponge. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you. So my other bathroom is just double this. Watch this, guys. Look how pretty that is. Like, it's hard to even, if you guys were here, you could see this is way more brighter and lighter than it looks. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it, man. So this is 511 sealer. I'll show you the bottle in a sec. I got to be really careful here. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting it in. I'm just getting, all right. One sec. So when you're cutting in, you see these brushes, these bristles? You just want to cut them right out. So we're gonna grab my blade. If I can find it. Oh, silly boy. Okay. Just like this. If I don't have someone to hold it, I just put it between my legs like this, and I'll cut them right out. You want to cut them bristles. See them bristles there? We're going to cut them out real quick. And this, every time you clean your brush, you want to find those and expose them. Cut them right out of there, because they're just going to get in your way when you go to cut in like I was just doing. And if you got paint on, it's going to get paint on whatever you're cutting in. So this will be done in a second here. This is an older brush. I use it for different fancy jobs, whatever, you know what I mean? Different stuff. Hey, Tinkerbell. Do you ever get that comb over haircut? No, they butchered me, brother. They butchered me up. Yep. My hair has a cowlick in it, so. But yeah, I wanted a comb over. But he tried to go long, but he didn't. I'm like, can you leave some on the top? But I got to go get shaved again. I could shave myself, but it's so much funner to have a barber do it. Anyway, here we go. Make sure we like and subscribe, everybody, if you haven't already. So I got my brush nice and clean, and I have a nice definitive forward angle. All right, here we go. This is cutting in. This is what you call cutting in. We're cutting this in. This is why we don't use tape, okay? Some people do use tape. I use tape when it's out of my hands. Like, let's say I'm spraying. Sorry about that, guys. I just found a little lint chunk that won't come out. There we go. Okay. Now, this has been drying for what, two days, 48 hours, but it's had a fan on it constantly, so it's really still doing good. Yeah, definitely. So we don't want to completely saturate this, but we need to do a good coverage, right? So I dip it, and then I clean my sides. All right, here we go. Now, as you can see, I grouted down in here as well, just to kind of make it look formal. And I'm letting the brush do the work. When I cut in, I'm not, see how I clean my edges? Once that edge is clean, that's the dry side now. So now I can go over to the wall, and I know that right side is dry, and the brush will do the work, I promise, every time. Now, obviously, you can't see it. I probably am messing up because every time I show someone something, it's Murphy's Law, I mess up. But this is water-based product, and it's a clear product, so. But I am trying to be diligent. I'm trying not to get it all over things, just because I don't want a different sheen on the wall that will stick out and it'll look silly. So I'm just gonna clean that wall real quick. I'll clean my side of that there. Now I'm just gonna come through. I know I didn't get anything on this though. All right, now it's time to cut in the bottom. So as you can see, I'm just cleaning that side. I'm gonna dry it off. And now I'm gonna come in with that side that I dried, this side here, right here, and my dry side on the bottom. Make sure I get that edge. And I'm just gonna daintily, very so lightly, put liquid on that grout. And that grout's gonna suck that liquid right in dry. And it won't let that liquid pass the grout as long as you're putting what it needs on. See, I dip it, it comes out pretty fast, but then I'm pulling a lot of it out. You see how much comes out? And then whatever side I don't want on the product, I dry it off. So I just dried this side off here. I'm gonna go like that. And now every liquid is just gonna fall on gravity, right? And then as long as I don't put too much on, the grout will keep all that liquid right in it. Beautiful. So now I'm cut in. Now I can kind of go to town here, right? I'm just gonna hit my verticals. Calm and careful, right? Calm and careful. Yeah, this stuff is very dry. Like it's pulling this liquid in fast. Okay, coming in. Get this. Now you see I'm also hitting the glass. Now it's the same reason. It's glass. It's not gonna stain or anything. This stuff is water-based. It'll wash right off. But I don't want there to be a sheen later on because of the stain, and then have it have like informal, what would you call it? Informal, transparent satin or matte type of sheen, yeah. S-H-E-I-N. Or is it I-E-N? I before E except after C. I think it'd be I-E-N. S-H-I-E-N. Okay. Now, I can do this fast because I've painted for the last 12, 13 years. So I'm, doing pretty good here. We're getting a good coat. So now I'm just going to come back over and pull any extra, right? And I'm driving that grout down deep. I'm going to do this top one more time just to make sure everything is actually full. Yeah, it's still sucking that moisture in. See, I'm drying. Lovely. Okay. So this impregnator was $50, and I swear I'll probably have this one bottle for the rest of my life. Anything I don't use will go back in there through a funnel, or maybe if I'm really careful. And yeah, so right now I'll take my wet sponge. It's not dripping, remember. Oh, you do such a good job. Did you ever get that comb over the LOL? Get it all short like the sides. Will that make it shiny finish rather than a matte? So actually, no. So I'm taking this shine right off, right there. So it's a water-based product. And any extra liquid that the grout can't take in because it's, already wet enough is just gonna leak out. And I just wiped all of it off right there. So I'm just taking all of my clean sides of my sponge and just ensuring that I got any excess. But no, I actually checked it. I checked it over here just to make sure. And it's way shinier now. Like it literally made the crystals in the stone pop. I wish you guys could see the crystals. Super shiny, super cool. Okay, I have to go over next door. Oh, found my other razor blade. Make sure we like and subscribe, please. Okay, I got my sponge, I got my applicator, and I have my applicant. 511 impregnating sealer. And every time you see a flag like that, you got to fix it, right? We got to unroll this. We are not at half mast there. Okay. All right, so. Yeah, no, it keeps the sheen on there. Sorry about that, guys. So, ooh, she put it all back. No. No, honey, no, 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 I was not ready. She put all the stuff back. But 'twas not ready. We have to seal the grout. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure the grout that I used was was sealed. I'm pretty sure it had a sealer in it because I could just see the transparency in the grout, and the grout was kind of I don't know, hard to work with in a way, right? So this is the vanity that I had to completely take apart. I had to take that completely off of it. I had that whole thing on the table saw cutting the top. I had to restructure this. I had to cut this, was way too long going that way, so I had to bring it back a ½ inch. I had to put cove molding around because I had to lift it on the left side. So there's cove molding, right? And I had to fix the doors. The doors were all jacked up, and I got the doors fixed again. So here we go. Back to this, right? Now here I'm just going to dry on my sponge because I can wipe that off. and I'm just soaking the grout. Look how shiny that grout is. Wow. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free for you, and it just helps me a lot. And you'll see me. I'm doing an apartment build right now. I also have a drywall job that I'm into as well. Little ceiling, painting this, drywalling a ceiling. I have to mud it and paint it. Okay. All right, I'll do this half and half then. Whoa. Okay. I'll bring this ring up. We're gonna go down here. Oh. Little polyurethane from the last guy. They only polyed this one side of the vanity. I had to poly the front. It was a good thing because I had to take it apart to fix it, but either way. Okay. Oh. What the hell? Okay. Just making sure that's good seal there. All right, so that's cut in there. Okay, now we're gonna cut in this side over here. It's gonna be difficult to get to, but we'll get it. Okay, that's sealed there. All right, now is where I gotta be super careful. Okay, I'm going right-handed now because I am right-handed. Dry that off. I'm just gonna come in and just hit this bottom. I don't want to get any sealer on the wood or my vanity. Now this is the perfect brush for this because it has all the body holding the liquid way up here, but then down there it gets nice and thin and dainty. So it's literally the perfect brush. And I always wondered what I was gonna use this brush on, and know for a fact that this brush was like perfect for this job. I'm telling you, for this job, what I'm doing, the application, the style, it's perfect. Okay. So we're gonna get all of our horizontals, and then as we go, we'll hit our verticals. And I'm just literally getting it on the glass because I know it's water-based. I'll wipe it off as soon as I'm done. Okay? If anything, it's just gonna make it even shinier and more waterproof. It won't do anything to hurt it. Because this isn't the stone that this is glass, so my tile is not porous in any way, so it's not going to affect the sheen or anything. And we're not trying to saturate. Remember, we're just trying to like lightly wet it, and then the dry grout is going to suck any moisture in that you give to it. Okay, now I'm just doing a body filled, making sure that I didn't miss any glass because I don't want there to be any sheen discrepancies later on. So I dip and then I okay, go lower. Okay, my verticals. Okay, my verticals. We don't want to miss any. You got to be very, very formal and strategic of your application here. Dip. Clean. Dry. Dip. Clean. Dry. Now I dry it to stop any drips falling on the way there. I don't want drips dripping on the vanity as I am in between. Okay, I'm getting my verticals. See, I'm using my angle is down low. Okay, and I'm getting that horizontal, both of them. Cool. Okay, leave that. Now I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna clean this really good. Make sure all the gross is out of it. Okay. Now get it nice and dry. Yep, nice and dry. So first, I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any drips anywhere. That's the big one. Yep, and now pull. And now clean. Okay. I need to make sure all the water is out of that. There we go. So it's still moist, it's just not dripping wet anymore. Okay. Now I'm just making sure the wall didn't get anything on it. Making sure the wood didn't get anything on it. Okay, now I'm just face washing this. Basically, just coming through with a moist rag and getting the most of the chemicals. I know it says to wait 3 to 5 minutes, but anything that's into that grout is already, it's not coming off. Plus, I'm not pushing down at all. I'm just washing it. Washing the face of the tile. Okay. So I'm just really making sure all that extra moisture is out. Because I don't want to water bead this. If I water bead this at all, it's gonna be messy. Awesome. Cool. Make sure I'm clean. Look at that. No one watching, but that's okay. Oh, I gotta open this door now. Sorry, open the window now. I'm gonna shut this door. I love you, babe. Just leave that door shut and the fan on and the window open.
Okay, hey.
Yeah?
I logged on to it.
To the TikTok?
Yeah.
So it's live?
It's not right now.
Make it live.
So it needs to be plugged.
Oh. Well, I don't have any followers either. How's it going? No one's watching me for some reason. I must be boring. Am I boring people or something? Want to see all the deer that I've brought home? I even had one down there too. These are my friends. But all that burnt in the fire. Check this out. I Robin Hooded my arrow. I've done that a couple times actually. Literally shooting arrows, target practicing. All right. Let's wipe these one more time. Just for the fun of it. Just make sure. Okay. Go to the bathroom vanity here. Just make sure all that's wiped off. We're getting close, guys. It's the finish line. I'd like to have everything caulked today and all the 4round put in. That'd be nice. Sealing these perimeters really well. So we're doing a double coat. I've had the fan on this for a while, so whatever it will accept now is about the max it's going to let it in. So after I do this, it should be good for a lifetime. Okay. Now before I move on, because I got it all over that tile there, I'm going to take my sponge, my hose, and give this a good rinse in this bucket real quick. So this 511 is water soluble. Like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to teach people, but I'll tell you, it's culturally, no one wants to learn anymore. Like culturally, people are like, yeah, I'm all set. I don't really, and I really have a feeling it's because from a direction to discipline thing. Like people take direction as discipline nowadays, and it's silly. Kind of drives me nuts because I really want to show people how to do stuff. I like teaching so that so that someone will know how to do it. But a lot of people are like, no, I'll just hire a guy like you. But then I say, look, I'm not going to be doing this forever. And I'm just doing this for myself. Really, I mean, the next 5 or 10 years I'll be working for other people, but I'll be putting in about half my time into my own houses. So it's, I'm just trying to teach the trade now. A lot of people will just tell you how to do it, or they'll show you their before and after. And I can at least give you the rundown on how I'm doing this and what trials and tribulations that I run into. To be honest, I'm sick of making shorts. I'd much rather produce and work, and you guys can just follow along. The thing is, once I tell people, once you've been with me for a year, you'll have a good understanding on at least the basics on how to replace, build new, do renovations to old homes. You'll have a really good idea of how to do everything. But it's going to take all 4 seasons. So there's 4 seasons to the year, and there's generally about 3 seasons to the carpenter's year as well. Generally, you got, all right, right off the bat, January, there's a small low. After New Year's Eve, there's a small low. So I'm just wiping this down, right? But obviously, if you have a big job, usually you're gonna have a big interior job, fixing something inside, drywall in, or building new, or doing something like I'm doing now. Something, you'll have something done. Or you'll be still doing roofs. I've done everything. But, so anyway, my whole point here is sorry. You go a year with me, you're gonna learn all the stuff. Right, January. So you got a winter push is just getting all that stuff done interior, right? Everybody's inside, they want to get all their interior stuff done. Then you got springtime. Everybody wants you to go fix their roof, fix their siding, paint their house, replace a deck. A lot of decks in the spring for some reason. I don't know why. Stairs, outside decks, stuff like that. Yeah, but there's a lot of that. And then, you know, June, July. So spring probably is just because it's still wet, so you can plan on building, and they replace their decks because they're wet, and they want a new dry deck anyway. That's not rotten and gonna mold, etc. So, you know, a lot of that type of building in the spring. And then as soon as it starts to get really dry, you're looking at paint. You're gonna be replacing rot on houses, scraping, sanding, or doing roofing, or replacing the siding. You're gonna be doing something with my company. We'd be doing something with replacing exterior, whatever we're doing. And then you kind of take a little break in August. Well, I like to just take at least, you know, a week to just kind of clean my trailer, put any upgrades on my machines and equipment, spend time with my family, go fishing, all that. And then, because I know I'm going to have a crazy fall, because fall, as soon as September hits, people want you to finish up all that stuff you were doing in the summer, or start their brand new house that you haven't touched yet, that took, you know, and it's like, okay, so that's the fall rush. So you've got the winter interior, the spring building, summer exterior renovations, fall exterior renovations. But fall, you're really, really getting pushed now, because now the leaves are falling off the trees, and they're getting panicked. Oh, am I gonna get this done before the first snow? Oh my God, is this gonna get done before it snows? Oh my God, there's a hole in my roof, right? And of course, I'm friggin' Superman. So no matter what it is, I just hire more people, or I work double time, and I push to get whatever anyone asks of me done. Any call I get, I make sure it's done. If I can't do it, I pass it along to one of my good friends, construction friends. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna make it happen. I'll work on the weekends. I'll work 17-hour days to finish each house quickly. I'll hire more guys. Whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna fit everybody in. Sometimes we have to just plan on the next spring if it's not that bad, if it's just kind of like a want instead of a need, and the client understands, yeah, no, of course, you know, of course you're booked out for a year. You know what I mean? So I book out for a year, but then I also squeeze people in, because I try to get those bookings done quicker. That way I can double my profits that I expected. So I'll get my booking done, and then I'll go squeeze 2 or 3 jobs in. Then I'll go to my next booking for that next month. Go squeeze 2 or 3 jobs in, right? But I have to give everybody whatever I think, let's say an exterior paint on a, you know, 40,000 square foot house, okay? You know, it's gonna take a month because it's a Victorian and I have to do a historical renovation or whatever. So I give people month, 2 month, 3 month, depending on the job, right? But if I get that done because I hired more guys or I worked harder than I thought I would, okay, cool. Well, let's go get some more jobs done, right? If you haven't subscribed yet, may I ask you to please hit that subscribe button. And remember that I'm just one man and I want to help. If I can help you guys with anything that you're doing around your house, whatever, just ask me the question and I can try to help you. I really wish I did not go with this style of siding here. See how it gets dirty? I gotta paint it still. Once I paint it, it won't be gross, but so I gotta use this side because that other side is dirty, but I'm just wiping off the sealer off the face of these tiles. The sealer is water-based. So that's the second coat, and that's as much as it'll ever need. It will never need any more than that. That's the backsplash. Now on a floor, JG, we're talking 40,000 square foot of siding, right? Talking warehouses, big buildings. You know what I'm saying? It was an analogy, guy. Calm your britches, boy. Calm your britches. Okay. Here we are. I love it when people act like they're your friend, but then they troll you the whole time they ever talk to you. It's just ridiculous. I'm really seriously doing this with a good heart. and people come at me negatively, and it really upsets me. It's not cool, man. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help people. So, like I said, this is glass, so it's not porous. So the sealer, it will not penetrate it. It will never, ever, ever be able to penetrate this glass. But the grout, I think, probably was already sealed. It's a pre-mixed grout that I used. But this is a rental, so I'm making sure I'm minding my P's and Q's, right? I'm making sure that we're nice and tight here. Because we're going to have to wash this a lot. We're going to, So I'm just making sure we're good. So now I'm just going to take and wipe anything down that I don't want sealer on. Yeah, I'll take one swipe at it. Whatever. I'll come back with a nice clean rag, a clean sponge. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. Yeah, I really hope you guys have good faith when you watch. I'm not a troll. I really do own my own construction company. This is really my house. It's my first home. And I'm taking the time to show you guys every step along the way. And I'm doing that, one, because I got sick and tired of making shorts and editing videos. So I'm just like, whatever, let's go live and show them the whole thing. If I mess up, it's good, because I'm now showing someone, okay, cool. Even this guy who's done this for, over a decade, I'm human. Basically saying to the guys that are just starting out, don't worry if you mess up. The whole thing about messing up is that you just learned how to not do something. That was the only thing. That's what you got to take from it. Okay, cool. I know not to do that from now on. See, this guy's just trolling me, and I could block him from the channel, but I'm not mean-spirited. I'm not a negative guy like that. I'm actually quite happy-go-lucky. So he can try to destroy me because he's jealous of what I have in life. Maybe he's jealous because even though I look like Grizzly Adams, I'm still more handsome than him. I don't know. I thought he was my friend. We were talking, thought he was my best friend. The other day, me and JG was just talking like we were chilling, homeboys, having fun. But now look at the guy. He's just being a jerk because his feelings got hurt when I told him to calm down a little bit. I don't even remember what he said to me. I have no clue. But this is what trolls do. They're bored with their life. They have nothing going on. So they sit on live and watch people and then try to make them commiserate because misery loves company. But I thought me and JG were just getting through the struggle together. JG, why can't you just get through the struggle together with me? Why do you gotta be like that? You don't have to. You know you don't have to. Your mother raised you differently. You know, my mother raised me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say it at all, son. That was it. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. You know, even Tinkerbell told me to ban you. Even Tinkerbell told me to ban you, JG. And I'm not reading anything you're saying because you're just being negative. If you agree to be polite, then we'll be friends. But you can't come on here and just pump up negative rhetoric against me that doesn't even have any correlation to what I'm actually doing. You know, you can't jump on a live and watch it for 3 seconds and then start complaining about something you have no clue about. You know what I mean? Well, you can, but you're just going to look like a buffoon. Are you a buffoon? No. And yeah-butts live with the yahoos in the forest, so, you know, you can't be doing the yeah-butt thing. Stop the yeah-butts. Once you learn how to be polite, people will be nicer to you. Kindness, my friend. Watch. Ready? Ready? Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. That's all. Why would I want to ban you? I want to be your friend. I'm trying to teach you that life is more important than to get worked up. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. That's okay. That doesn't, just because there's a cross there, just because you're an atheist don't mean you have to be a dickhead. You know what I mean, bro? Just be cool with me. I can be an asshole too. You want me to be a dickhead with you? We'll just argue on live all day? No. I got way more important shit to do than to worry about what you think of me. Okay? I promise you that. I know you probably need validation because you wanted to be a carpenter and maybe it didn't work out. I don't know. I don't know why you have this thing. Maybe I'm sexy and you're gay and you just want to fucking eat my butt. I don't know. But guess what? That'll never happen. And you can be a carpenter someday. You can. I promise you. And I can teach you. And I don't give a shit if you're gay. But what I was insinuating is that you would be jealous and mad, right? Or hypersexualized or something. I don't know. I don't know where your animosity comes from. But just like Jesus Christ, I forgive you, okay? I forgive you. It's okay. You and I will be perfectly fucking fine. I wish you a good long life. Happiness, healthiness, and good fortune. I'm gonna get all that water out of there. Now I'm just gonna clean the face. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, everybody. Okay? I appreciate you, JG. God bless you, my friend. You're a good man. Just try to be nice. That's all I'd say. You know, if you were my good friend, I'd be like, bro, what you up to? Why are you doing this? What's going on? Why are you so mad, dog? Why are you so mad, brother? Okay, whatever. Fuck him. Whatever. Who cares what he thinks? You know what I mean? Who cares what that guy thinks? Don't worry about him. Well, I'm glad you're a great carpenter then. Good. I'm so proud of you. You know? But this is for people that's trying to learn, and you're destroying the positive energy. You're sucking the life right out of the positive carpentry chat. You know, when I was a kid, I used to watch Bob Vila, and every now and then, the real carpenters on the site would kind of call him, and they'd be like, "No, Bob, that's not how it goes." And then he'd sit there and argue with the carpenter that was building the house about how certain things went when he was actually wrong to begin with. And come to find out, Bob Vila wasn't even a carpenter. Although I loved Bob Vila, he was great. I watched it as a kid and I loved it, right? But the carpenters would literally argue with him and be like, "No, guy. No, actually. No, Bob. It's not how we do it." And then Bob would make a fool out of himself a little bit. And then the carpenters would build the house the way that it was supposed to be built. And then Bob would come back and act like he knew it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And it's fine. We still love Bob Vila, don't we? Right. So it's okay. You can feel how you want to feel. This is my house. This is my company. And I'll do what I want. If you want to run your own, informational YouTube live chat, you can do that. Just please be nice when you're on my channel. And I'm not going to ban you. God is the judge, bro, not me. I don't like banning and censoring. Unless you want to start talking like pedo shit. If you're going to be a pedo, that you'll get banned quick. But no, I'm not going to ban you. Just be nice, please. I take all the views and consider them all. Use the best thing. There you go, man. See, now we're being positive. Fix your thoughts on what is true, right, honorable, pure, lovely, admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Philippians 4:8. Right? Okay, here we are, brother. Now we got to put some 4round on these shelves. Now, as you can see, I forgot to take the width, the thickness off those boards. But they're looking good, right? Sexy, all level, true, right? Pure, lovely, admirable. What I don't like is that, right? I didn't use a bevel square. What are your thoughts on miners? Remember me, the folk from me? Oh, fuck yeah, I remember you, Soul Reaper. But remember JG? JG was cool with us yesterday, and now he's being mean. So we got to take all that into consideration now. Are you saying someone got caught with a 14-year-old girl? What are my thoughts on minors? I have 3 minors in my home. My babies. You see what I'm saying? I'll turn right into a grizzly bear. You mess with my girls. You know what I mean? They better hope that the cops get there before I do. He's a small board. See, he's always got something to say. He's always got something to say. Should have used a small board, trim board, to make shelf look good and stronger. Do you think I am doing, dummy? This is. I told you, we're using 4round. See? And this is what the carpenters used to argue with Bob Vila for. Because you'd get an amateur Bob Vila on the channel, and he'd be trying to tell the camera what they were doing, and then they'd be like, "No, Bob, yeah, Bob, that's the whole point is this here. Not what you're saying, but this here, right?" But you can just act as a parrot your whole life and say exactly what I just told you. I don't mind that. If that makes you feel smarter, if that makes you feel more validated as a carpenter, you're good. Go ahead, bub. So right here, we're gonna break out the old TS 3000 table saw, man. We're breaking out the TS 1000, man. Yeah. Who's butt hurt? Who's butt hurt here? Who's the one thumb warning it? I got your thumbs going like a mile a minute, bub. Soul Reaper, tell this guy to chill out. He's gonna calm down. I don't even read your post, JG. Okay, I've read about 1 out of every 10. So you got me like 10% ish interested. You know what I mean? But what I do advise you to just calm down because you're making a fool of yourself. And I thought highly of you, so can you please stop? I really did. I thought way more highly of you. So now we're getting out Bob and Toby. So we'll put Bob on the right and Toby on the left. Bob's my right-hand man. Good old Bobby. Bobby's my right-hand man. Go ahead and shut my trailer door. Okay, we'll put old Toby on the left. Babe, what did you say? That got redacted. I have the DeWalt for like 20 years. There you go, Bob. Wow. You don't know this one? This one's 12 years old. Both of them, 12 years old. And they're doing damn good. They've made me over $3 million. Both of these saws have made me at least $3 million profit. So I think I'm doing pretty good. It goes quick though, and a lot of it was overhead. So what's up? No, he wants to make my butt hurt. That's the thing. This guy, he's trying so hard to make my butt hurt because he's fixated on my ass. Why are you so fixated on my butt there, butt muncher? Do you want to be my official butt scratcher? I need my butt scratcher. JG, come here. I need a butt scratcher. What are you talking about? I got caught with a 14-year-old girl, Reaper. What are you talking about? The crib? I don't understand what you mean, dog. I don't got no SA charges. The hell you talking about? I can't say this though. My tripod's coming by 9 p.m. tonight. UPS usually gets here around 4. Therefore, I'll have a tripod soon. And that will be fucking awesome. Soul Reaper, I'd really love for you to tell me, what are you talking about? You saying I did it or someone else? Timu No. It's actually a Nyko, and I'm not trying to have a nice tripod. I want a cheap tripod that has good quality. I spent $30 on Amazon, and I actually got a pretty nice tripod. It's better than my last one. How's that? Nah, I didn't say that, but your energy is making people question what you're really about. What are you talking about? You give off what? What are you talking about, dude? How do I look? I'm 35 years old. My fiance is 28. I have 3 kids. In the minors. Look. See this here? This is what I'm into. This is my creation. So you want to talk about, I don't know, why do you keep talking about miners, Reaper? So yesterday you was all cool and shit, right? But now today, for some reason you want to talk about doing nasty things with children. I don't understand why you want to talk about nasty things with children. However, you guys are really, really nasty. Very nasty, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe something happened to you, Reaper. You know what I'm saying? And like you correlate what I do with the person that hurt you. But I promise you, I'm not into little kids, bud. Not into little kids. But seems like maybe you are. Because you're the one who keeps bringing it up. And I don't know why even if I did put off weird vibes like that, what would be the point? You know, the only reason my facial hair isn't fucking shaved is because I don't give a fuck about my facial hair, okay? I don't care. I work 10 hours a day. This is what I put my life into. Any extra spare time, I make sure that my kids have what they need. Okay? That's it. So, I'm sorry you think you're getting hurt, but it's pretty fucked up, bro. Pretty fucked up. And disgusting. So, I don't know. May have to ban people if they keep talking like that. This is literally an infomercial, okay? Brother, because you're disturbing me. That's disgusting. Why did you bring it up in the first place? You're disgusting. Sorry, bub. You gotta go. See ya, Soul Reaper. See ya, JG. That's how quick that happens right there. You want to get trolls? They get trolled. How's that? I trolled the trolls. Ha 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 ha. How do you like me now? Sitting here talking about how to tile a fucking wall, and they want to talk about doing nasty things with little kids. That's gross. They need to be mentally evaluated, if you ask me. They need mental evaluation. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to move on now. So, next thing to do, I'm not just ignoring it. I literally straight up banned them from my channel. They're not going to sit there and talk about nasty stuff like that on my channel. That's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Hell of a boss lover. Thank you very much. Good man. And I just got rid of them nasty people, so don't worry about them. So right now, we're putting 4round on our shelves. Okay? Where the hell did it go? Right there. See you later, Soul Reaper. Sorry, bud. But you just had to be a nasty person. Jonathan, Meme Lord. Sub it up, brother. Yeah, those guys want to talk about doing nasty things with little kids. They can definitely be put in a timeout. That's disgusting. I have 3 little kids. They don't even know what parenting looks like. All right. So we'll be putting 4round on the inner corners around this. Hey! So 18.5. I'll come out to come out to 18. So it should be 18 every time because they're all the same exact widths. These may vary. Go 26 3/8. So 18. On the long, 26 3/8. And then what else? Yeah. Some of them will have to be cut down, but that's all good. What's happening, man? Jonathan? Dude really said you not like that and still got banned. That's embarrassing, bro. I don't understand what you mean. What did he? I didn't read a lot of his stuff, but he wanted to talk about nasty stuff. You know what I mean? This isn't a nasty channel. Like I'm trying to freaking do carpentry here. I want to teach people. I mean, it's like literally having to tell the kids in the classroom to be quiet. It's gross. I have 3 daughters. I parent every day. I don't know why people want to talk nasty like that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sell my soul for a subscription. You know, simple. I'm not selling my soul for someone to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to teach. All right, this is 1/2 inch 4round. Ah. Cool. Meme Lord. He literally said, I don't know. He said something. He said, you're giving off touching little kid vibes. That's what he told me. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if he retracted. We're not going to talk about that type of shit on this channel. It's disgusting. It should be illegal to even talk about that type of thing. I mean, that's got to be a sexual perversion in itself. It's not what I'm here to talk about. So if they want to do that, they can go on another channel. Are you kidding me? I give off. What are you? The fuck are you guys talking about? You claiming I'm a sex offender now? Go fuck yourself. Straight up. Beat it. Like, I'm here to literally talk about fucking carpentry. If you can't get it fucking through your head, then leave. It's that simple. This dude wants to fucking call me a sex offender? Basically, what I'm trying to say, you better pray the cops come to you before I do. That's all I got to say. If people want to touch my kids, talk about touching kids and shit is not cool. So beat it. Fuck off. I don't care about your subscription. I'm literally here to fucking teach carpentry. Okay? If you guys can't get that through your head, then leave. We're not gonna sit here and fucking talk about nasty shit. So beat it. Guys want to be fucking gross. Call me a sex offender. I'll show you sex offender, guy. I'll fucking show you sex offender real quick. You fucking shitbag. How's that for sex offender? I know. Because I keep, my fingers are so fat that I touch the mute button every fucking time. These guys got me fucking wound right up, dude. I'm trying to teach a goddamn channel and they want to talk about people doing fucking nasty things to little kids. It's fucking disgusting, bro. And then I ban them, and then there's another guy saying, oh, you shouldn't have done that. That's embarrassing. If I ain't fucking embarrassed for banning someone that wants to talk about doing nasty things to kids, you can beat it. I do not want your subscription if you are gonna talk like that on my channel. That's anywhere. You're gonna talk like that at all. I don't want someone like that around me. For damn sure. I don't want someone like that around me, I can promise you. I probably keep cutting out because I keep coming in and out of the house. I have to do carpentry, so I don't even know why I put the table saw out. I only need the chop saw. Yeah. Am I muted again? Can you guys hear me? Anyway, I don't know how to ban them, but they've been put on timeout. Let's put it that way. Okay, these are our measurements. And this is what we're doing, putting 1/2 inch quarter round on the inside corner perimeters of this. I hope I got my fucking point across. If anyone wants to be nasty and disgusting and talk about disgusting things, just don't come on the channel. I just had to mute 2 guys. I just had to mute 2 guys because they wanted to talk nasty and be disgusting. And not only that, they called me a fucking sex offender, so they can fuck off. Beat it. I give off sex offender. I mean, I give off sexy vibes because I'm sexy. Shawn Michaels sexy. Give off sex offender vibes. Jesus fucking Christ. Where do people come up with this shit? How's this? Why? Because I haven't shaved my face? He hasn't shaved in a few days, guys. Must have been up touching little kids. God damn, dude. I don't even know how to wrap my head around that. Yeah. Yes, the guy was being an asshole. Yes. So anyway, guys, trying to be positive if the world will let me. Telling you what, I get vagina. That's what I get. Vagina. Hell was JG saying though? I wasn't paying attention. Reaper, how did you just get off timeout? I don't know, but you was calling me a fucking sex offender, and that's disgusting. I have 3 fucking kids. I promise you, anyone touches my kids, they better pray that the police get to them before I do. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no fucking room for that shit around here, so keep your fucking mouth shut if you want to talk nasty. And beat it. I don't give a fuck about your subscription if you want to start talking about touching little kids. You disgusting motherfuckers. Yeah, so beat it. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking gross, dude. I'm trying to fucking literally do carpentry. And you guys want to talk about that nasty shit. No, it's not normalized, bro. And as a matter of fact, there's a sweet little place for you in the federal penitentiary. And guess what? They just made it. They just put it through legislation that sex offenders can get the death penalty now. Yeah, sex offenders are not protected anymore. You feel me? You know, and also, it takes one to know one, bro. So you're saying you're a sex offender and you think I am. You're just fucking disgusting. You smelt it, you dealt it, dude. All right. All right then, can we move on? Listen, I got little kids, bro. It's that simple. You can't talk like that around me. I have all girls. That's not what this channel's about, dude. And you just rose my blood pressure right up to 1,000, guy. I can't take that shit no more. I can't deal with rookie behavior. If I break out sealant, don't start making cock jokes. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you don't matter. That guy's disgusting. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Looks like all the sex offenders left. Thank God. Okay. So. Pull a 45 on this edge. All right, so now we're gonna pull an 18 straight. We're going 18 straight because this will be, sorry about that. Hey bud, don't let them get under your skin. I see this on other channels. They have multiple accounts and use them when blocked. Thank you, Prepare. God bless you, brother. And I appreciate that. You know, I don't understand why people do that. I really don't. It drove my blood pressure right up to the sky, though. You know what I'm saying? All I can think about is my little girls getting hurt like that. And it just, when they talk like that, and it just fucking drives me insane. I turn right into a wild animal. But I'm a carpenter. This is what this channel is for. I'm trying to get you guys the best view I can. I don't have a cameraman, but I'm trying very hard. Okay. Get this thing squared up. First, I'm gonna drop a perpendicular cut. Now, I'm going to drop a 45 bevel, and I'm just gonna go. Let's get something for a what'd you call it? A guide, basically, so that I know I'm going the right height every single time. I just want them all to match. Prepare. I appreciate you, Ben. That's what they want. I know that's what they want. The thing is me and Soul Reaper and JG were talking normal yesterday, and now they want to talk like this. You know, it's just they're inner city punks is what it is. This kid's from Southern Cali, and he thinks he's like some OG gangster, and he wants to be like a punk. He's just acting like literally a punk. So that he thinks that's cool. Oh, I punked him out. It's like prison talk. That's how they talk in prison, dude. It's ridiculous. So, you know, he's probably about 2 or 3 days away from a prison sentence. You know what I mean? But he thinks it's cool, so he's just gonna, you know, it's disgusting. Either way, there's no room in the world to talk like that about little kids. They're the most innocent of all of us, and they need to be protected. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that might. Okay, that's a little better. It's about a 1/4 inch, right? And then I'm mitered over here for my left side. So it'll look like this. It'll look like that inside the closet. That's beveled down. That's 45. Ready for the next one. Okay, so this is squared up. I'll flip this over. And I'll do the same thing. Okay. So now I'll pull another 18. All right. Bring this up perpendicular. Now to cut my 18 on a 45. So this will be 2 left sides right here. Beautiful. I have 4. Okay, I'll pull this over. Sometimes you just gotta lick your finger or get some keef. Get some of that O'Keefe hand moisturizer because it gets dry and this stuff's hard to grab, especially when it's small like that. Okay, so I have a left side. Yeah. Sorry about that. So we have a right side. We have 2 left sides. 1 right side. Let's see. I guess I can make another right side. I need 4. I need 4 of each anyway. So we'll come over. perpendicular. Beautiful. Now I'll pull 18. We're gonna go back to square, tighten that up. Put the pencil away. Set that off to the side. Come over here, we're gonna 45 this edge. But a 1/4 inch high, okay? So now we have two left sides, 2 right sides. So now I'll make the rear horizontal. All that's gonna be is nice and perpendicular, straight up and down. We'll go 45 wings. So we'll bring it over here for a 45. Okay, now we need 26 3/8. And we're gonna shift it to cut this 45 over here. 26 3/8. Come on, man. This piece of wood's giving me Soul Reaper vibes. Got him. All right. 26 3/8. Right there. This thing is not clicking. So now, that point, so now we've got a left wing for the left corner. Now we need a right wing for a right corner. We need to, this is my long point, and it's going to come down like this. Okay, here we go. Okay. So now we have 45. Boom. Boom. Okay. So that'll trim out my closet. Now we have another left and another right. So let's make one more rear horizontal. So we have to make 45 over here. Okay, we're gonna pull, get this somewhat flat. Get the measuring tape. We're gonna pull 26 26 and 3/8. Come on, dude. 26 and 3/8. Okay, we're gonna bring our wing back in for that inside corner. Let's find and there it is. Left side, right side. So let's just go see how these fit. Right? I'm gonna bring these in. So, Muhammad, I'm sorry, Jonathan, what do you mean finish? Like finish the whole place or finish the day? So I just got 2 done. I was just curious, what do you mean finish what? Finish the apartment? I'm hoping that this apartment is completely finished with all the hardware on, like the doorknobs, the faucets, the toilet, you know what I'm saying? That easy stuff. That's just quick install stuff. I'm hoping everything is painted and finished by the 18th, by Friday, April 18th. Yes, Friday, April 18th is hopefully the day that I'll be completely finished. And this right here, all this stuff be underneath and behind this plywood, it's all up on pallets. That's the fridge. It's got everything in there. I should have put the dishwasher in too, but I don't know. I didn't want to deal with it. I'd much rather that dishwasher somewhere that more local or something. All right. You know, I thought I gave off Travis Pastrana vibes. Travis Pastrana is like, you know, daredevil fun, and almost kind of whacked out a little bit. Yeah, I've been hitting the head a lot of times. All right. So we got all this trim. We're gonna do probably the top 2, just to see, like, make sure we're good. So I'll go ahead, I'll get a bucket. You guys like the tile I just finished? Check it out. It's really pretty. It's got different colors. Sexy as hell. And that black granite goes in line with my black granite top. And then I got this here. Really pretty, beachy, fun. Pretty good. Oh, the buckets right here. Oh, this is my mud bucket. I gotta cover this over so it doesn't get beat up. All right. Here we go. So now I try to make these long. See, it's a little long, which is good. You don't want to make them short. I'd much rather make these long so that I can bring them down to size, right? Okay, that's a lefty. That's another lefty. Obviously, these two will be rights. Just like that. Okay, now these will be fine. I just need these here to fit a little better. So I'm gonna go take a blade off this one. I'll take a blade off each one of them. Reaper, listen, I'm a real motherfucker, okay? Just leave me alone. You ain't gotta... Trust me, you wouldn't say that shit to my face. Trust me, I promise you, okay? You have to be respectful if you're gonna be a man, okay? All you're doing is proving you're a little boy. You're just a little boy, all right? I'm a 300-pound grizzly bear, dude. Just leave me alone. You're a little boy. You're a silly little boy. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and you're acting your age. You're acting like a 19-year-old punk, okay? And everybody sees it. So I'm gonna keep being the golden boy, and you're gonna keep being a rude, obnoxious, disgraceful punk. Your mother would be ashamed of you. My mother's on here, bro. She just told you to shut your fucking mouth. Because you'll be ashamed of yourself, trust me. Once you have kids, once you understand what it's like to have to protect your babies, you will never say and joke about nasty stuff like that ever again. I promise you. You just won't. You just won't do it. It's nothing to be joked about, bro. It's nothing to be joked about. It is not funny. It is disgusting, immoral, disgraceful, and trust me, your mother would be ashamed of you. Gotta grab this. We need these. Whoops. We need these here. What else? Let's see what that is. It's my M18, 18 gauge. It's not my fault Soul Reaper's mother sucks cocks in hell for crackheads. You know, it's not my fault. But he's mad because he can't have his mommy anymore. So maybe he'll go down to hell with her and suck cocks for crackheads. You never know. You shouldn't take it out on me, though. I promise you that. There's no need of it. No need of it. No need of it, my friend. No need of it. Ooh. Nice. Sitting purty. Fuck yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm not going to nail anything yet. What I'll do right now is I'm just going to keep cutting because I see this back wall keeps bowing. It's doing all these weird things. I had to pull out just in 1 foot on the tile behind this wall. It was a 1/2 inch deeper in on the right side and it was 0 on the left. So it was 12 or 16 inches wide. It had a 1/2 inch drop. So this wall, this rear wall I should have probably just put a new drywall or whatever. I think I did actually, but the studs are all screwed up. So what I'm doing, I think I even shimmed it out too. Either way, I'm just gonna keep cutting these here and I'll see what the biggest draw is on my arms that come out. And we'll make it match. We will match it. All right, all right. Okay. Whoopsies. Okay. So this stuff's all beat up. Looks like they got grass or something on it. But even the top's all bent. So what I'm gonna do, I'll take measurements and see how much I can pull out of it. So 26 and 3/8, 26, 52. Yeah, I'll be able to get two rear horizontals in this. There we go. So now I'll pull 26 3/8 off the long point and then mark my long point right here. (26 3/8). So now we're gonna pull 45, and I'm going to. Now that is cut a little long, but a little long is better than a little short. Okay, we're gonna 45 this edge as well. We're gonna pull 26 3/8 again. Okay, 26 3/8. Okay, that'll be probably a blade long too. Okay, so we have this extra, but it's all beat up. So we're gonna throw this. Now I have this nice long one. And what we'll do, sorry about that. Soul Reaper, God loves you, bro. Just calm down, buddy. I'm over it. I'm over it. You're going to be the bad guy in this, trust me. You're not going to be the good guy here. Going to need 18 and a half times 4. So that's 37 times 2, 74. Now I got to give it some room for angles. Okay, now I can get rid of this 10-foot piece. We'll put that other long boy in plastic in a little bit. You're the most annoying person in the world, Soul Reaper. I just want you to know that. And I swear to God, I think as long as you can do this for me this one time, right? This one time, bub. Share my channel just as much as you just trolled me right there. You're on a demerit right now. I put a lot of demerits on the chalkboard, bud. So you're going to have to get a few attaboys, but you got to earn it. All right? So be a good person. Love yourself. Love your God. Work hard. And share my channel. And be something that your mother can be proud of. Yep. I had to lift Toby up a little bit. Get that flat. There we go. Nice and flat on the ground. Just be a good person in life, man. You'll be able to, if you follow me for a year, you would literally know how to do all of this, okay? You'd know what the guts of the wall looked like. You know what would be in every wall. You would understand that taking care of a baby is sacred, and it's a sacred thing that you would never, ever, ever joke about any baby ever getting hurt. You gotta understand that. It's a sacred thing, okay? You never, ever, ever joke. It's just something you don't joke about. It's disgusting. So, you're gonna hang out with me, you're gonna be a real man, all right? We don't play. We eat nails for breakfast. Simple. Okay. So I need 4 at 18 and a half. 2 of them have to be left side, 2 of them have to be right side. So we're gonna pull, this is a left side. We're gonna pull 18 and a half. Boom. Now I gotta come in on this straight. So we're gonna slip this over, bring it to square. Tighten her up. Make sure my blade's there. Now I'm gonna drop it. Okay? So now I gotta cut this at a 45 degree, keeping it, I gotta keep it nice and square. Okay, now I gotta pull this over here. Now I gotta drop the saw down so that it just barely hits 1/4 of an inch tall off the bottom here. And that's what you get right there. Boom, left side angle. Left side angle, right there, okay? Now we're gonna do 1 more of those and 2 more for the right side. Okay. So let's just, this one's already set up. I can do a right side, front end. So we're just gonna cut. Bang. There we go. Now I'm gonna pull 18 and a half for my long point on my right side, 45 degree, at 26 3/8. 26 and, oh, Jesus Christ, what am I talking about? 18 and a half. Good thing I thought about that. All right, now that has to be my long point, right at the tip of my 45. I'm gonna bring it to 45, pull it in, bring this back to perpendicular, lock it. Now, we're gonna make this blade fall just to the left side of my cut. And there it is. Right side, got my left side. I got the fronts. Finished off, just for good looks. So now we need another right and we need another left. So the saw is already at 45 over here. Saw wasn't plugged in all the way. Okay, we already got a 45 there. This is right side. We're gonna go 18.5. We're gonna put a perpendicular cut on that and then bevel off the edge 1/4 inch high at 45 degrees perpendicular. So, back to square. Got perfect perpendicular on my bevel. I'm gonna go straight down. That saw blade almost right up to that pencil mark. There it is. Now I'll slide this out of the way. Now, while it's here, we're gonna bevel this back, and we're gonna come in so that saw blade hits about. Son of a gun. Sorry about that. We want that saw blade. We want that saw blade to hit about 1/4 inch off the table. Here we go. What a fucking son of a bitch. My tripod is coming, I swear. Oh, I just cracked my brand new camera. I just cracked my brand new camera protector. That sucks. Okay, that right side is finished. Now we need one at left. And this is my extra. So we need this at a 45. We need this perpendicular. Okay. Now we're gonna go to 18.5. Nice and perpendicular, straight, square. Okay, I'm gonna drop that blade just on the left side of that pencil mark. Right, and now we're gonna 45 it. About 1/4 inch high off the table. There it is. So that's back. We're gonna lock this in. Nice and square, perpendicular, good. And there's my second right side. Okay, so we'll grab them up. We're gonna go in. Hey, seems to me like Diddy had you locked up for too long. Looks like Soul Reaper's been locked up in Diddy's mansion for a little too long. They got him completely extremized or whatever the hell they call that. All right. See you later, dude. You know, you're a loser. Wouldn't want to be you, bud. You're not the only one that I've literally reported. You know, what a life. Sitting at mommy's house, living off the government, being a fucking punk. Wow, what a life you have. You're a role model to our society. Let me guess. You want Kamala Harris in office, right? You want Obama's trolls in office, right? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Sorry, not sorry. They only hate on things that shine. Remember that. No one will ever hate on something that isn't shiny. So, they want to be a shiny, they want to hate on shiny things. Let them. It just tells me that I'm doing something right. That's all it does. I gotta take a blade off that. And a half blade off this. Yep. Soul Reaper chose to be the bad guy today. Yep, he's the one. He is such a strong guy, being so smart with his computer. Oh my God. He's probably paid by the fucking Democrats. Sit there and try to shit on everybody. Give my regards to George. Send my regards to George Soros. Chuck Schumer's his grand. Jeffrey Epstein was your daddy. You've just earned 5 demerits. Sorry. So here we are. Which one does that go to? Well, that fits in there pretty well. Let's see if I got this one. I think I got them mixed up here. Nope. Nope, looks good. Okay. they all too long? It was just 18. 18 and a half was the actual overall. So we're gonna go take a 1/2 inch off these guys. We are. Yes, we are. So go square. Boom. My tripod will be coming very soon. Okay, we're going square. We're gonna take a 1/2 inch off each one. And then we're gonna miter them down. Sorry guys, I'll have my tripod soon. It's actually on the way right now. It'll be here today at some point. There we go. So what I'm doing now, taking this one and I'm just getting actual lengths, put it right up against it, get me an actual here. It's a lot quicker than the tape measure. Put this right up against. Bang. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So, it's my other left side. Bring this up. Transfer that line. Okay. Okay. Bring that back up square. Get this right up against that. Okay. Pull my 45. Pull it down. Same thing to this one. Bring this back up. Lock it. Bring it up to the pencil mark. Drop my 45. Bada bing, bada boom. Bring that back up, lock it. Grab my stock. There we go. See, that guy literally showed his true colors. I'm not the only one he's ever tried to reap the soul of, because that makes him so manly. He hasn't found his masculinity yet, so he's got to try to mess with other people's happy lives. All right. So, see on the left side. The other left side. Oh, thanks, Reaper. Thank you for wishing me good luck. I appreciate that. All right. He's finally being a man. Gotta take your L, buddy. All right. So that's not bad. This is looking pretty good. Just want to make sure that they're formal. Good enough. Look good enough to me. Okay, let's get this took right care of right there. All right. That looks much better. Much better. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to have my tripod back. All right. So now I'm going to use smaller. Let's use smaller nails. These are 2s. It's just 1/2 inch stock. I don't want to. I mean, they're all the same gauge and thickness, but we don't need 2 inches for those. go over here. We'll just put this back. And yeah, I'd say 1.25 inches are fine. Oh. Those got dumped. Cool. That'll get us somewhere. Get rid of the extras. So, some nails here. Okay. Hey, Odin. What's up, Pop? All right. Seal the deal. Let's do it. So, I'm gonna pin that back. Oh, we gotta make sure it's on first. Turn her on, make sure I can do multiple. And bang, one in the middle. And then one over here. Okay. Now, I got put down a little. All right. It's finally showed its true colors. How you doing, hell of a boss lover? What's up? So I'm moving on to 4round. Whoops. Yeah, this is all messed up here. Tangled up and everything. There we go. Sorry about that. Nice. So now, if I can get this thing out of this mess, ay, ikray. All right. So, now I gotta give, holy shnikes. Sorry, that got all wrapped up there. So now I can plug this in. Ugh. Okay. Pick that up. That's probably okay to use. Right there. Oh. So I'll need all three of those. I'm on auto. See what's on it. It's all beat up. I'm gonna start off with 80. I'll finish her off with 100 grit. How's it going, Night Gamer? How you been? Check out what I'm doing here. I'm putting this 4round behind because there was a lot of seams in there before. The wood likes to shrink, plus it likes to cup. Like you can see right there, it's cupping. This board ended up going in crown down on accident, so I have to give it some love real quick. Man, that upper was hard to do without marking it. Okay, it needs it a little more. Okay. So now we'll put that guy has nothing to do with his life, right? That's what happens. They get their feelings hurt with nothing to do, and they spend it doing that, I guess, whatever. So, looks like I'm gonna have to screw that down. I guess I'll just use 1¼ inch. No, that's gonna play with me. How's it going, everybody? There we go. So we got some 2.5s with, and they won't reverse. They got irreversible threads on them. Got some big boys in there too. What are these? Oh, those are my washer heads. Okay, we'll just bring these here. I'll glue them too, hell with it. Why not, right? Appreciate everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, I'm getting old, guys. Mumbai? Oh, that's cool as hell. So you guys have crazy snakes there, don't you? Like some serious snakes. Are there any king cobras? And yeah, that's where the king cobra's from, ain't it? Well, it's where the I forget the exact name, but there's a python that very, very big python from there as well, right? Retic pythons. Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm just gonna have to give it like the Hail Mary. Our Father. Give that a little tiny line there. All I got to say is God bless everybody. I hope your life is working out the way you're hoping it would. Okay, so I gotta put, this went cup down. Damn it, I need my yellow bit. Be right back. What's up, dude? Hey, Bobo. Hey. All right, here we go. Yep. Okay, I have to drill this down while giving it all my weight. Well, that did it. Nice. Nice. Today I go to the Paranda Fort for Poon. That's awesome. Well, best of luck from United States of America. Here we go. So you see how that's dipping up? When I pull it down, so I'm gonna pull it down and hold it down with this screw right here. So I gotta screw as I pull with all my weight down. All right. Cool, that did a good training right there. All right, I got one more spot that I need to pull way in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's rising up. That's crowned up. Oh, I need my ladder in here, but I don't want to. This is just a quick job. Come on. Get all the dirt and dust out of there. Let's go grab. All right, I'm some fucking sick of that, I tell you. Thing's slamming. Put sealant on the route that I built the other day, so I had to make sure the house was aired out as it dried. So sorry, this is blonde ox hair, and it's a lot more malleable than a black ox hair. Awesome. Well, someday, hopefully, I can go there. You know, check out the culture. Sorry about the mute, guys. But anyway, I was just telling you, this brush, it goes in my belt usually. But I'm not going to wear my belt because I would just beat the heck out of the walls. So when I'm doing interior work like this, I usually just try not to wear that big belt. That's what my pants are for. So my pants have two pockets on the side here, my pouch. I got my back pockets too. So I got like 8 pockets. What is the paranda fort? Like what does paranda fort do? I thought it was like a local drinking club or like a local, sports membership club or something. All right, it needs one more screw, guys. Yeah, just tell, if you can, what's the Maratha history? Is that Maratha in India? Anyway, I have no clue. I'm just trying to get this done here. All right, cool. You hear that wood creaking? It's because I'm teaching it. I'm teaching that wood. Wood fibers will bend before they break. Remember that. Wood fibers bend before they break. Now, I did sand this down, but it doesn't seem to want to stay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, she's still a little high. Okay, that's looking way better now. side needs a screw as well. Yeah, come on. Okay. All right. Much better. Okay. Okay. Okay, looks good. Okay, that's cool. Well, I hope you have a good time. Is that a religious ritual, like once in a life thing, or is it like annual thing? Like we do 4th of July. That's a big one. We set off a lot of fireworks. 4th of July, that's pretty fun. Okay, this angle needs, so that wall that bellied out. So I need to take a little off this angle. Okay, we can try that. Oh. Okay, I see. Let's see if that will give her some love. A little better. Okay. We're in. nail set. Okay. Cool. That must have hit a drywall screw. All right. So that's nice and done. Now in here, got the same thing. So I'm gonna set this stuff up top. Excuse me. And we're gonna sand. How's it going, Soviet? How's it going, guys? Take care, Night Gamer. I'm sorry, Pirander Fort Control by Marathas, but in 1669, Mughal Empire, Aurangzeb, Sen Mirza Rish, Jazind with 80,000 troops to capture the fort. Wow, that's a crazy history. That's like what Russia's doing right now. How's it going, Soviet Gamer? I just want to say before you guys leave, God bless you. You know what I mean? It's a friggin' tough world out there. You know? So I hope everybody's safe and doing good. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already. So right here. Take care, Night Gamer. I'll see you tomorrow. See that? We're loose. So I'm gonna give it some love. See what that does. Okay. That's all that cement dust. I can smell it. I should have covered this up after I built it. I should have built this last, is what I should have done. But I didn't. I just couldn't help myself. All right. Check for nails. Okay. All right. Let's drive a couple of... Son of a gun. Stop, man. All right. I'll drive a couple of screws straight now. That ought to hold that. I pondered putting screws in, but I just used nails. So now it's going to get both, I guess. Looking good, looking good. high spots taken out. Get all the dust removed. Okay. Now, whoops. Ah. Okay. Cool. Put that guy back there. All right. We're looking good now. Cool. Hell, this is all gonna be ready to stain, really. Oh. But there is one thing. One thing. Right here. Boom. Okay, so what this does, sponge sander, sponge sander makes these nice and clean. Some of them could use some work. They got some tool marks. Okay, plus you always want to get your oscillation marks off of the board that you sanded. So like the orbital sander, you don't want to leave those. Use some sort of sandpaper and go back with the grain. Which way did it go? So this right here could use a little work. There we go. Okay. So now, all right. I'm comfortable with that. I have to make sure that I'm centered for both. All right. Nice. Nice. So that's called coping. So I coped that in and got a nice tight fit. Here we go. Okay. Whatever. How do you like me now? Oh, you fuck. That was lovely. Okay. Have to go grab another tool because I want it to be a show off. Silly boy. Silly, silly boy. All right. This is how you get rid of that. Put your flat down. Let's see if we can grab it. Let's see. Okay. Got him. All right. That's in. Okay, now for the lower two, we'll get this step stool bucket out of the way. Phew. Cool. Now I can put this stuff lower. Okay. All right. So as you can see, it's pretty dirty in there. So I will set these up. Up there for now. I'm looking for any nails. I don't see any nails, but we got a lot of dust. So we want to get all that dust out of there. Okay. Now I'm gonna ensure that dust stays the heck out of here. Yes, sir. Okay, how are we doing here? It's a little high. Okay. Grab some screws. We'll see how we do. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. Gotta throw it up over my shoulder so that it doesn't hit the front end here. Hey, Redo. Who's this? How you doing? Make sure you subscribe, please. Hit that like button. So I've got 3 done. I need to put the 4round in, but I need a drink real quick. That dust just got to me. Okay. Well wishes, Redo. Okay. All right. So. All right. So you see it's got marks on it. We're just going to sand those off. Yep. Got him. Looks good. That's my rear horizontal. Okay. This here. Ow. Fucking hell, man. Okay. That's left side. Okay. All right. Okay. Much better. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yep. Ah. Lovely. I think that one looks the best yet. As soon as I'm done with this next one, I'm gonna take a break. Then I'll come back and I'll seal all these gaps and cracks here on all the doors, and I won't leave until they're done. Because I'm not just getting paid by the hour here. I'm working to finish. I don't get money until this place is finished. All right, this is gonna be a tough one. All right, so first we'll just bring these up. Gonna get them out of the way here for now. So, shit. My knees just aren't what they used to be. Okay. All right, we got to put some screws to a. Okay. This one's a little high. Basically, if you screw them down, they won't become a problem later. Okay, throw this up over my shoulder here. And if I pull this, shit. I used the wrong size screw, nail. I need a smaller nail. It's all right, we'll get it. There we go, yeah. Yeah, those are I need the smaller pins. So I'm gonna sew that board down. So these nails, I believe, are 1/2 inch. The others were full inch. I'll show you. Oh geez, those were 1.25 inches. So I could probably get away. Oh, I could easily get away with the 3/4 screws. Let's try the 3/4 first. I don't need many. There's already a hole there. I may as well use it. Lovely. So we have to go with the smaller screws. Nails, sorry. It's okay. We have all kinds of them. And these are going to pin this board so it doesn't keep playing that bull crap. Oh, great. Oh, great. I should not have used that. I should not have done that. There we go. There we go. Wish I did not use that. It's alright, we'll sand it in. It'll be fine. That'll be fine. Sand it in right now. Where is it? Okay. See what happened? It's because I didn't have it over my shoulder. One sec. There we go. Okay. It's time to break out the glue. Pull a little sawdust. Okay. Perfect sawdust right there, just powder. That over that. Get some glue. I'll have my tripod here soon. Should have made sure it was a 1/2 inch. It looks like a knot. It literally does. It looks just like a knot on a tree. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Man, my right knee is smoked. Absolutely smoked. All right, let's get the dust out of here. Okay. Now we have to ay, ay, ay. Whew. Gotta sand these 1/4 round edges. Good thing I caught that. There are little black marks on them. Rubber. It's from the rubber on my tools. But I'm gonna stain all this. I'm gonna stain it to be like just clear coat polyacrylic. Okay. And I don't want to use an orbital. It would just tear it up. Plus, it would put our oscillation marks in the wood. And if I wait until it's on the wall, it will be impossible to get done. Whew. Wow. Come on. All right. Okay. Talk to me, guys. I'm getting pretty beat up. What's going on? All right. How's that? Left, right. Right, left. Where'd the other one go? Right here. Bang, bang. That angle's off. Okay. Come in a little more. And we're gonna fire away. Now. Done, son. Okay. Lovely. Bang. Wow, what a day. I still have more stuff to take care of. I'm just going to leave all that right wide open. There it is, though. Looking good. I appreciate your company. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm going to come back, seal all these holes in, right? Get ready for paint. I'll be back in about a half an hour. Take care, guys. Hit that like and subscribe.